Good morning. I hope some of you got my messages or my message that I was going online on live. It's Sunday morning for me. Just have so I'm coming back with the journal collage, and I was working on that. I'm going to move my mouse here. And this is how it turned out. I did take it off the plastic. I'm just going to show you what I did in my last stream. I had the fabric here, and I played around with it and stained it and that kind of thing, because it would have been like a 5-10 minute stream. So I did that. I'm going to explain why I took it off beforehand, a little early. So I dyed my fabric with the onion dye, and I added it to my plastic, put the glue down, actually added my binding across here. So this side here was down on the plastic here. So I had it down, and I did a few layers. I had these pinned up. And the reason why I took it off before I started filming was because I realized that this was going to get really stiff. Just by playing with it the day of, I realized I was really worried about sewing the edges with my sewing machine getting really, really hard. So before it was all the way dry, the first thing I did was I pulled it away from the plastic, because if you look at some of my faux rice paper that people have been making, it's really shiny on the opposite side that's been down on the plastic. So I wasn't sure if the fabric would go shiny or not, and I didn't really want that. So I pulled it off so it can kind of dry, and I was flipping it back and forth after my top was kind of like dry to the touch, just like it wasn't dry hard, but it was dry to touch. It was like damp feeling or cold feeling. But I flipped it so then this would dry and it wouldn't get that shine on it, because I didn't want that. And I cut my edges around that were overlapping a bit, and it seemed like everything was working really nice. So then I decided to sew my edges, because it was getting really stiff in some spots, and I was getting worried about how my needle would be going through it, and if it would be, I knew it would dull it more, and I wasn't sure if I was going to break my needle or anything. So I decided to sew it while it was still pliable. And I took the chance that either I'm going to get a sticky needle or a break needle. I think having a sticky needle and changing that out is a little bit less of a chance of breaking my machine than having a needle breaking inside there as it's going in. So I took that chance, and I did a zigzag stitch all the way around. I was going to change my color too, but I decided just like, I'm going to do this before it gets too hard. So I did this the day of the stream, which I think was Friday morning. So I did this like in the evening, afternoon kind of a thing before it was totally dry. This was still really pliable, but my edges were starting to get really dry and it was really worrying me. So like I said, I decided to sew through. Don't be shy to say hello and come into the chat so that I could see you. So this is how it turned out. It turned out pretty good. I didn't have to add any more. All I added was the stitching. I inked my edges. I did take one of these little ice cream sticks and cut around the edges to make my rounded edges. Just use this as a guide. Stamped my initials in there, IMC, and that was it. I kind of started bending it a little bit that day, Friday, but let it dry. Then I also stained a little bit more on the inside with some of my inks. I just used my classic Stampin' Up! Ink pad that I have had forever, and the stencil I made, coffee stain stencil I've made. So I wanted to put together some signatures for this, or one signature for this. This is my plan for this guy. And using my example, this is my kind of my guide. Using my guide, I have 21 sheets in here. If you have one signature, this is one signature. And my owls stick together, holding pages together. This is the journal I bought at my farmer's market, and I'm using it as my guide for this particular journal. So this is 21 signature, or 21 pages, and that's what I'm going to do. Make a signature similar. 21 pages. Well, 21 pages on one side, you know. So I've got my snack because I haven't eaten breakfast, and it's a little early to eat, but you kind of want something. Let's see here. I kind of worked together what I thought I might want. I measured this out to be so that I didn't really have to cut down these papers. I wanted this size journal for that reason. So I was going with the papers, so I didn't have to tear them. Or at least tear them too much. I think I do have to tear them down a bit. I should have made them a tad bigger, I suppose. But I will only have to tear it down a bit to get the size that I want. Let me see. I think I had one. Looking around here. Excuse me. Morning throat here. My coffee. I have some pocket ideas that I want to throw in here, so I'm not sure how long we're going to be streaming for. These are the papers I kind of thought I'd choose. And now this can kind of get out of the way. I liked how the tie and everything works together, so it's really cute. I'm going to move this out of the way over here. This is just kind of my okay, where did I put my pocket? Sorry, go find my pocket. Here's some of the sample pockets that I have the ideas that I kind of built, but I also had ones that I would have sewn together. I just wanted to show you why. Oh, I believe it's in my journal. I threw it in here. I'll grab that one out because that's one that I want to use. I hope you guys can hear me well. Once somebody does come on, hopefully they can let me know. Where did I put you? So I was trying to figure out how to add things to this one because I like this journal. Can't write on the pages though because they're photocopying. They're too silky. So I was thinking about adding pages. Where did I put you? What? Take me a second to find it. Oh, it's right in here. So this page I made. I'll have to take the stuff out. That page I made. So I want to make some of these kind of, I don't know if you can see it, pocket pages. You probably can a little bit. I'm going to ink the edges when I do put them in my book, but this is out of the onion dye paper. So I'll make some of these. I have to kind of try to retract my, I have patterns that I made. So I was watching some YouTubes and stuff, and I have patterns that I made, and so I retract on what I've done to make them. Some ideas for pockets. And I thought I would do maybe one of these. I don't know. On a page where you can kind of just stuff in there. Don't know how attractive that will be. But once I ink the edges, if I did one on my book, it would probably look good. I don't know. So these are my pocket ideas that I want to throw in there. And I was thinking about throwing them in before I sew in my signatures. Now this one here, just want to grab this. Where did I put my book? That'll sit in there nicely. So I'll have to measure down my pages a bit. Let's see, pencil. I will have to take everything in, basically. Don't want it going over the edges, so I'll just have to tear that up with my ruler. And try to build my signatures about that. This will be my guide, I think. So this is like the next step to that journal I'm building, so I'm hoping that this will turn out really nice. I know I'm only doing like one page at a time right now. I don't know how many pages I will do with it being so close to my edge. I don't know how that's going to work. Hello. So, yeah. I don't have any nails. My nails, because I've been dyeing the papers and doing all that stuff. My nails really, I didn't put anything on to protect them, and they really broke away. So I'm thinking maybe I'll have to bend it a bit up. It works if you bend it a bit up. Okay. We'll see how much that fits in there. I don't want it to be sticking out too much. Kind of want it in there. It's close. I think I'll have to take a little bit more off. So I'm just going to use my scissors because I'm just using this one as a guide. I think I'm going to take a little more off. I should have just cut it first and then. When I do the actual papers, I'll tear it. That's like, there goes my heater. I turned it down enough. Now we'll see. Hopefully people will be jumping on. Okay, I think I kind of like that. It gives that nice stitch around. I like that. You can see the stitches around. Come here. Eat a bit of a snack here. Yeah, that's a good size. I wish you could have some music in the background or something, but can't do that. Can't do that with YouTube. All right, now I'm going to start folding my papers. This is going to be my guide. And then I got to figure out which way I want them in and which ones I want to add pockets to or belly bands and that kind of thing. This is going to be all my basically tea dye papers or things that I made here. I'm not going to put anything else in today. just because I just want this to be like a basic journal and kind of be like my base journal and build on that. It's a little bit different than the junk journals I've built before, made before. So, first of all, I'll just kind of throw them in. And I might obviously mix them up to the way I want them to look together. I've got some tissue paper here that paper napkin that I made to look like that rice paper, tissue paper. Got some of that in here. I'm not sure exactly how I'll use it, but I might just fold it. I might play around with it. Make it, you can use it as pockets or something. So I just don't know. I'll fold it first and see how it looks. And if I like it, I kind of think I want to have it like this. If I like it, I might keep it like that, or I might throw it in as a belly band. I have to see how it works for me. Sunday morning, I thought, like, I really wanted to stream last night, but it was really late when I wanted to stream, so crazy of a time. I just, like, had in my mind what I wanted to do. Isn't that pretty? Okay, I hope you guys can hear me. My daughter has someone that slept over, so I kind of don't want to be like the funny, weird mom talking to herself in my craft room. But whatever, I guess, right? I am that mom. Okay. I'm loving how these different colors have turned out. I'm hoping you guys will, if you guys didn't get to join my stream, you'll watch it and enjoy the process here. Now, this paper here, I did purchase a few of these. I wanted to try them out in there just for something different. So, this one is purchased. I don't know what it is, like just printed up like that. But I thought I'd add it in there. And then I had to figure out the tearing part. I'll do that individually or a couple pages at a time. I don't know how many pages at a time I can do. This is a lot of pages, so. And I'm doing it because it's one signature. Now this one I think I want to cut in half, cut down, or tear. I'm going to tear it, I think. I think I'll tear it. That's cute. I'm going to put it all the way across, and pretty much all the way across. And I don't care if it's short in the back. Yeah. I just love the colors, like green came out of here. Like, that's so cool. I've seen some different natural dyes, like spinach dye and things like that. So I thought that would be really cool to try out. I've heard, like, I didn't watch what the outcome really looked like, but there's this lady who was dyeing with plastic doilies and just pouring layer by layer like a lasagna the paper between the plastic doilies, and I thought that was cool. That would take forever because she had it drying just outside the sun. But they looked kind of cool. But she showed just one page and of the spinach dye, and they look pretty cool. This one, this yellow onion, I think it's the yellow onion dye. Some of it turned out pretty nice and green. It's pretty interesting, all these colors you can get. I know I need to start making a scheduled streaming time so that people will come on and I have regular people knowing when I'm streaming. I think I'll just have to figure out what's the best time for myself for that and figure that out. It's kind of hard to know. Right now, I'm just going to stream when I can and then kind of start a scheduled streaming eventually. I did have one time, once upon a time. I do stream regularly every week with Nikki every Monday on her channel and on International Crafters. But the people who follow me don't get to see that stream unless they go on Nikki's YouTube or on International Crafters. So that kind of is, I've been streaming there for years, but no one's really, if they're just following me, no one's really noticed that I'm still, that's the one thing I have been doing constantly for 7 years or whatever it's been. We've been streaming together for a lot longer, but I think the constant same time or the same day, basically, yeah, that's been going on for quite some time. Probably close to 7 years. This is looking really big and good. And I'll figure out if I'm just gonna, like, how am I gonna get all these over torn, or these colors on here are just amazing. Okay. This guy is adorable. This is the largest amount of paper I put in one signature. I think normally I put like 8, I think, normally. But it's a one signature book. And it's going to look good. So this is my guide. Whew. That's a lot of tearing. What are we going to do now? This is on the fly. What am I going to figure out? I'm going to eat a piece of tomato, cherry tomato. Well, I could try to keep these together as much as possible and just tear them as is. Let's see if that works. Let's do that. This is kind of making it up here. I'm going to grab an elastic string. If I'm doing it wrong and anyone's on here, just let me know. I think this is just like try and try. Because I won't be able to put the pins in or the paper clips in right now. Paper clips are when I'm going to be making the holes. Make sure nothing moves. But I'm kind of happy with the way everything is now. This is elastic cord. I am making this up as I go here. So I think I'm going to pull this butterfly one down a bit. Grab my ruler. My shirt keeps going down. This is like my junk shirt. And I don't have proper, it's not snug against my arm and it keeps sliding down. Okay, so I'm just going to, first of all, probably tear. Okay, actually I'm going to go and a bit more because I know I'm going to tear a bunch out here. So, okay. There, I tore that one out. I got string. I got thread. I have a thread jar. I'm saving thread jar. because I find that putting thread behind embellishment looks pretty cool. Hello, if you want to say hi, just give me a shout on the chat. Just kind of building my signature right in front of everybody. And I'm throwing this together like this, like a tear. I'm just trying to find a way to do it where I'm not having to take everything apart again. I have this elastic type. Oops. It's elastic. It's not really string, it's just elastic. So I'm throwing that in there just to keep my pages from sliding somewhat. Let's see if that works. And this page on top here is my guide page to what I have to tear off. So I guess I'm just going to keep going through like that. It's going to sit funny. And if I take them apart and rip them individually, it's going to be really weird in there, in my mind anyway. If I do it this way, it might somewhat work. I'm going to give it a try. If it fails, I have more, but hopefully it doesn't. I'll do a few at a time. Don't know how well this will work, but we'll see. I got 21 pages in here. It's a lot. The most I've ever done on the signatures. So it's a learning curve for me to shoot here. I might have to stand up, have more of an angle, more I can't think of the word I'm trying to think. Hey, I hope you guys are enjoying your morning tea or coffee. I'm having mine. I'm going to take a sip. Warm coffee, so delicious. Okay, the reason I say that is because every morning my husband gets up at 4 o'clock in the morning. And I get up at a normal time, like 7. And whatever's left over for coffee is my coffee. And I could make more coffee. This might be looking too trashy. We'll see how I feel about it after. I could make more coffee. Do I want to start from the other end? Flip it over? What do you guys think? I just heat it up. Maybe I will. I'll start from this end, flip it over. And then I throw it in the microwave. It's just not as good as on the weekend. I look forward to my nice, warm, fresh, warm coffee, not microwave warm. This is my experiment. I'm hoping I'm not messing this up here. I mean, it might move a bit with the... Oh, wow. The elastic, but it's somewhat holding it. This guy's stubborn. There we go. Stubborn little guy. Just a little bit by a little bit here. I could flip some of these pages up maybe, but no, because I'm using my guide. It'll be just interesting. It'll be very interesting. Okay, some of these I'll just have to pick off later. That's my crazy edge. Do I like it? So I could pick some of these off like this. That's super crazy. That looks nice. Okay, let's just throw my book over here, cover, just to see. It's not popping over the edge, really. Anything that does, I could totally... Oh, look at that. I made myself out. My skin's been so dry lately. So, yeah, that's looking good. Really nice, actually. Okay. That's that. So let's do the top and bottom. using this green one here as my guide. So that's what I'm doing. Look at all this beautifulness. It's really pretty. Scraps. Oh, goodness gracious. Do we have a problem with scraps? I think so. Okay, so I'm going to be, there's elastic here, so I'm not sure how that's going to work, but we'll see. Oh, I know what I'll do. I will cut just into the spine here with proper scissors. We'll pull this elastic down. It's holding my signatures together. Do I have proper scissors? I'll just use these. These are just like paper scissors, but that's a lot of paper. 21 pages to cut through. That would work. Just to get that part done. Okay. That's thrown. This is just holding it together. So now I'll be able to tear easy peasily, hopefully. I am doing live streams. It's just my computer has been having trouble where I'm making videos, and then all of a sudden it just wants to turn off. And I still haven't even had like my last piece to add on, or and I'm like, oh, I have a few things that I have to upload that I'm not sure that are going to work because all of a sudden it just did not want to record. And then the so my computer is old, so I'm guessing I do. It's just I don't know what it's doing. But when I'm in the editing thing and I'm adding the clips, I'm kind of making the clips in the editing studio thing because I'm just kind of recording and then adding them, and then I just edit it after. Yeah, that's crazy. Flip that over. By the time I get to the end of it, though, it's starting to really struggle for computers. So one thing about streaming is that, if it turns off, it's the stream. That would suck, but you can always start another stream. Okay, so I think I could deal with these pieces. They are too long here. I have no nails. Not fun. I gotta curl them again. I gotta start putting nail polish on. Clear coat. Crazy. Okay, so I'm just gonna fix this. There's a pop-up device for my risk of my computer, blah blah blah. This always happens, and then I can't see if anyone's on. I have this plastic here. I should probably remove that. This is what I use to do the cover. Glue it on. If you want to see how I did that after you're done here, the stream I did on Friday, my last stream, will show how I did the collage cover. So that's the top, partway there. Okay. I'm determined to get this done and get my pockets in and stuff that I want to build. This is going to be so fun. I'm grabbing like 3 pages at a time, 4. Sometimes I guess maybe more if it's getting difficult, but I don't know how many this one has. Yeah, just 3. But if I get more, it's like, the smaller the edges get, the little harder they tend to want to rip. They don't want to agree with me, and I flip it. This is the best thing I've ever done. Putting elastic on there and carrying it like this. This is great. This one's got a lot. Because it's easy now. There we go. That was a great idea. I wonder if I should keep this on until I'm done everything. Until I sew it in. I like it. Okay. Let's check. Oh, this yummy mess. It's just so pretty. I'll put it to the side. I might use some of that scrap for something. I don't know what. Or I might just be keeping garbage I don't need, probably. Some of it I could throw out. Being crazy, a little crazy. Gosh, the stuff I keep, guys. Sometimes. All right. Throwing this in here now and seeing how it looks. It's going to look really great. I just want to make sure and see how it's going to look. I'm really happy. I could tear little pieces here and there off. So that's kind of cool. That I don't like. Because they're kind of being like 5 of these pages are really uniform with each other. There we go. Well, this is really looking nice. Everything here so far, besides like the paper was made for me, but I dyed it. I'm pretty happy. This is a pretty close to the whole meat of everything I've done so far. Cool. Very cool. I'm very happy. Oh, hi. Me too. Thank you. Lillian. Sorry, I just put some snack in my mouth, so I do love it too. So now, something I've never done before that I want to do is start adding my pockets to the pages before I throw them in, because and stuff. I find it's hard to work in if it's already sewn in. So I'm going to see how far we can go. That's a lot of pages. So I did 21 pages, and I'm going to take this one out to my guidance page. Guidance. That was the size I liked. 21 pages. Oh, so pretty. And now I got to figure out my pockets. I got so much more paper to use. I'm going to throw this in here. So I got lots and lots of paper that I can use. Now, for the journal that I'm using as my inspiration, I'm like, this is one of the reasons, this is not a journal I made, I purchased this, but see how far up this pockets are. Some people I know, they get them really in the corner when they make them. And I thought, like, if I do these pages beforehand, even if I want to sew them in, I can take this signature page right out and really work on it to where I want it. So that's what made me think about adding the pockets and stuff beforehand. Here is one I sewn, and I would like to add something like this to this. So that's my goal. So I have a few example pockets that I might use in here. Yeah, so now it's just building onto that. So we could do a corner pocket here. I'm just really excited. Now I'm just kind of like, now what do I do? What do I want to do? I have all my papers here. I'll quickly show you. These are all my papers. They're really, really pretty. These are all my onion dyed papers. And these line papers, I'm going to cut the edges, the holes out, and I'm just going to use them in the pockets for writing space. So that's what I'll be using those for. So I'm going to grab a couple of these. Now I got to kind of make pockets and belly bands. So this is going to be fun. And try and get a few pages. Here we go. Quite the color display here from onions. I did at the end of my dyeing process add some coffee, black coffee to them, so some of them got really interesting colors. So I think I'm going to leave my front page. I might just do, I was going to sew a pocket on the bottom of here, but because I sewed this while it was kind of still not all the way dry, because I was so worried that my collage was going to be too dry to sew and break a needle. And I don't want to add it now. I don't want to chance break a needle. That was the whole point of why I kind of took it off before it was 100% dry. But I wanted to sew a pocket down here, but I didn't think of it at the time. I was just so worried about what it was going to do to my sewing machine if I waited till it was 100% dry. I forgot to add this. So next time. So now I'm going to do a pocket here, I think. I'm going to just do a corner pocket. So, try. Maybe, I'm just going to rip it and see how I go. I don't know if I want to, this is actually matching paper too. I want to make it pretty. So that's the thing here. So I can glue it or sew it right to my edge. I'm kind of happy about that. So if I decide to pull this out, I can. And then throw it back in there. That's the great thing about this. If I don't lose my spot. Let's see, this is my experiment, so I'm hoping I can do this. I don't know how long I'll do the stream for, but I don't know how exciting this part's going to be for anybody, but for me, I'm pretty happy. So if I take it out, I could totally glue that in. Can we see? And I'm thinking that if I just glue the inner edge in, this can be a flap and I can write in it. And I can put it right to the outer edge. And that's why I wanted to be able to do it so without the signatures being sewn in yet. I like that. I think I'm going to do that. We'll see how it turns out. I don't know if I want to sew it later or not. Some things I might want to. The pages on inside, the sewing part is not the biggest deal. It's just that if I want that option, I want to be able to do it. So I'm just going to do I almost put glue everywhere, and I'm like, wait a minute, no, I just want this to be forgot what I'm doing. That's a really nice design too right here. Grab my blue wiping paper towel. I might have put the glue a little on the thick side here, but that's okay because once I get that dry, I'm going to fold up a piece of paper in here. And it's just going to be sticking in there a little bit anyways. That's going to be my first one. And then this was going to open up. Straighten it out a bit. This is going to open up as a writing spot. That's my second page already. So while I'm thinking about it, I'll just grab my line paper. Let's see, this might get too chunky. This could take a while too if I'm going to go this slow, but you know what? I'd rather go slow and enjoy the process. So I'm just going to go up to my little circles here with my ruler and tear. I don't want evidence of those circles. Something vintage would not really have those. Something that we consider for our paper crafts vintage anyway. I really like not having nails? Feel so, I don't know. Okay. There we go. Very nice. That's going to go in here. So that's going to be my first part. I'm pretty happy with already. And I don't need to keep the elastic on right now. Maybe it'll be easier for me if I take it off. I'm just going to slide it off. If I want to put it on after to see how everything sits, maybe I'll throw it back on. But I don't want to tear my papers in and out. Considering that these were soaked in water for some of them overnight, they're pretty strong. Okay, so here we go. Right to the edge, glued, just the way I want it. I think I'm happy with that. So I'll throw this back on just to see. I don't know how I feel about throwing it back on now, but we'll see. I just want to see how it's going to go without anything sliding around. There we go. Writing my stuff in there. It is pretty rounded right now, so that's going to have to dry. There we go. First page done. Or, you know, in there. Maybe we'll do a belly band. I don't know. I'm just going with it. Where is my I want to find my paper that is I used for my size. Oh, here it is. This is my, so I'm just use this to guide for the guidance of my belly band here. I'm gonna go here and here. Can you see what I'm doing? Maybe not. I'm gonna tear it this way. I don't need that much paper anyway. Tear it this way, and I like to stain here, so that's why I moved it in this direction. What do I want to do? 1.5 inches maybe? There we go. I'm just going to push that glue down a bit there. So this one will go right here. Cute. Oh, you know what I didn't do was ink the edges. I wonder, I don't think the brown ink would go with that. What do you guys think? What should I do? Ink those edges? I could pull out some green, but would that be weird to ink it each color? My goal was to make it look used. Fingers, you know. Erasing. I wonder. Well, I have a little dried ink on here. Understood. This is from Friday still. The ink's still coming off. That's good. I don't want it too dark, but yeah. also use the brown. I don't want too crazy inked. But that's a good thing to remember. Ink my edges. If I want them to look a little used. I don't want them to look crazy. That's the thing. I really like the green edges I have here. It's going to be a messy journal a bit, so I don't care if I get over, but maybe a little in the crease here. I don't know. Yeah, anyway. So yeah, I've got ink in my edges, if I can remember to do that right. I don't want it to look too crazy even though. But I want it to look a little naturally, like somebody's got their bit of their fingers in and out, putting pages in, and not necessarily out in nature, not necessarily just well used, I guess. I don't know what I'm saying. I do not know what I'm saying. I think I will kind of add inking like this. There we go. It's a nice color, and this is water soluble, but I'm not going to be getting my journal wet, so I'm not worried about that. Oh boy, oh boy. Good tomato. So, yeah, the one thing is this. Some of these pages got a little white in them, like this one here I bought. I put a handful of these. I bought them off Amazon. Where did I put them to show you what they look like? Where did I put these? To test them out. And they're actually nicer than the ones that are in the journal that I bought. You can write with them with a pen. The other ones I really struggled that came in with that journal. So I want to make sure that I use the paper that people can write with. That was a little frustrating. Even though I still love my journal, it was a little frustrating that I couldn't write very well anyway, very easily. I should have picked up, I was at the dollar store, I should have picked up a little makeup brush. Like the ones that kind of look like a toothbrush or whatever. Should have picked one of those babies up, because you know what? Inking with that would have been a little smoother than this. I really don't like sometimes when there's a little bit of debris. Anyway, trying to make it look more natural. So, not just a straight ink edge. This plasticky thing is helping me keep track of what I'm doing too, I think. Okay. And I have a pop-up from the malware testing. I don't need that. I take them down because then I won't be able to see if anyone makes a comment. Frustrating. I'm using this white Elmer's glue, clear Elmer's glue, I should say, and I'm liking it. I just want to use it for these kind of things. This is all experiment to see. I will see how long things last, and I really, really want to do good journals. I really want things to last for people, and then when you make them for gifts or you make them sell them or whatever. I have never sold a journal, but I mean, who knows? Maybe one day. There we go. Cute. Yeah, I added this back in here. I don't want to have too much in here, But that can go in there. I'll leave that dry. And this can, like, you know, something like this will be so pretty. Isn't that pretty? I love it. Okay. That is super pretty. This is going to be a slow process. Sorry, everyone. It's going to be a slow process. This might be the stream that no one watches because it's going to be forever. The forever stream. The stream that keeps going on and on. It could be. I haven't done one of those in ages. The longest stream I've done was like 3 hours with Nikki, I think. One time. Way back. Okay. So, pocket. I don't want to get too carried away. Free side. Because, man, this could take up. This can really explode. Okay. I'm trying to use this as somewhat of a guide. I do have like a few blank pages here. The corner pocket. And I did that one. Did the belly band. They did a foldy pocket in the page. So that's cute. Okay. Belly band. We'll do a couple of pages that are just kind of free. We should do maybe this one as a full. That's why I threw these in there. And I can move this around too if I don't like the spot that I'm in. But this can be a little tuck. This way or this way. I kind of maybe want it this way. So maybe I could do a tuck and glue the edge down here, up here. Yeah. Glue that one, glue that one. I might add, I just glued it. Oh, so terrible. Oh yeah, let's ink it after we throw all this glue on. I might add a bit of ink. There we go. So it's seen a little bit. I throw my paper that's my guidance paper underneath, so I don't care if I get glue on it. It needs to get folded just a little bit more straight at the bottom here. Come on. So this is my little tuck in here. And I probably can go over this a few times to see what else, to add. This is just pockets, not embellishments. This is just pockets and tucks that I'm adding right now. Could almost add, this is not the right paper because it's got the holes, a little teeny miniature belly band in here. I wonder, that'd be super cute. Maybe I will do that. A miniature belly band. Just to have a little mini tag or something in there. And I only need a not very long. There we go. I mean, that's cute. I'm going to ink it up before I glue it in. And if I have a little miniature, I do have teeny weeny little price tags that look like little tags, That'd be cute in there with a little stamp something. Okay, is that kind of close to the same size? I might have ripped it a teeny weeny off. Am I going to be that particular? I'm not sure. I don't know if I can fix that. We'll see. If I can't, I won't. Don't think I can. I might have to redo that now. Leave it right there. I might be able to get a better straight edge. There we go. That looks a little more even. We'll save that for something else. So going page by page is going to be time consuming, but I think it's going to be worth it. Just seeing what I want to add to everything. And I could end the stream and then just kind of come back on as these are my pockets. Because I did do the title as these are my signatures, how I'm throwing them together. I'm just going to add that on there. A little miniature belly band. Probably not. It has that layers of paper that just looks so pretty. So that's that. My first pocket, yay, belly band here. A little tuck, a little mini belly band for something cute, even if it's just for looks, whatever. Happy with it. Maybe we'll throw in a pocket here like this. There is that pocket that I had that I made. So I made this pocket. I did sew it in. I don't know if I want to sew this one in, but I could take the page out and sew it in, which is why I'm doing this all separate, like being able to pull it out. I think I will throw this pocket in here. I'm going to pull this page out. That was my example page there that I had. So for this one, I have to fold it all in these different little shapes and in the corners and tuck it in a little taller each time. So here's how it's going to go on my page. And I believe this is a full page. So we'll have to do that. And I'm going to ink my edges a little bit on this one. I'm going to put some of my extra papers to the side. And my coffee's getting cold. I'm going to eat my cheese. All right. I am going to use this one and fold it in half. I've only done these pockets once, so I'm kind of learning. How to do them. But I wanted to make pockets out of the pages that I stained because I think that's cool. And if I, adding embellishments or something like that after, that's, Okay, now this is where I start. The shortest pocket is the biggest fold. And if I mess it up, I'm not going to be too worried about it. I have to keep these because I'm just never going to remember how to do them. So these are my patterns. So I'm going to fold this one in right almost to the middle fold here. I know there's a lot of paper here, so it might be hard to see. And this time, I'm going to ink it. Because on the practice sheet, I did not have any ink, and you can't really see it too well. I think it'll look nice inked. But I'm going to ink it a little bit more messily so it looks aged, not just perfectly inked. Even just one pocket like this is super cute. Okay, that's the first one. The second one will be the one on the reverse side, fold back. So it'll be on this side, but folded back towards my side. So this is why I keep the things. I will never remember this. No, I don't want to get too. I'm going to leave about an inch or so, maybe a little more than half an inch. So, just for the pocket. I'm not going to be precisely measuring my pockets though, because that would take me forever. Now, I'm going to glue. I don't have to glue it right now, but I think I'll glue them down. See, I have to play with this like 100 times to know that I'm doing it right. There is my second pocket. So when I fold this in half, this will be my second pocket right there. Okay. So I want to ink this edge. Okay, I think I'm gonna kind of go swirly a little here with the ink and make it look like this pocket's been stuffed 100 times and it's looking aged. Perfect. Okay. All right, that's my next one. Now my third one and my last one. I could do another one too. Anyways, my third one is gonna be even bigger. And that'll be this one. Flipping it back. So just to show my example, that'll be this one, folding it towards me. And I approximately left 1.5 inches on there. So let's see. Approximately 1.5 inches. It might be, I'm not going to totally measure it, but I want kind of, who knows? Looks not too bad. It doesn't look too bad at all. The pocket in the bottom here might not be as straight as it should be. Let's see, how did I have that? Come on. Getting myself mixed up so easily. So easily. The process for one little pocket or one little page, so this could take 21 pages sometime. But I guess it's now the question is, do I want to leave it like this? I had to practice this one. It's so cute though. Okay. And that's that pocket. So this I want to leave open, the top. So I will be putting glue in the back here and then gluing those down. So let's add a teeny bit of glue for all my little flaps here. I'm just going to do a teeny bit. For these ones, are on the inside. It'll make it stronger too. So that's this one. And then there's this one. Now I can also decide if I want to sew it onto the page or not. I didn't change my thread color. It would be nice with brown thread. And then there's one more flappy. I like these folding pockets. I think they're cute. I wonder if I should add a little bit of a ruff in here. I don't want to add too much. I like the color that it is. There we go. It's really cute. Okay, so I'm just going to add a teeny bit of glue right here. And glue that down. Here's my page I use for my, I'm going to add a teeny bit of glue here. Just to glue my pocket up. I could sew it too. I'm still like indecisive on that department. Don't need a lot of glue. So that keeps these guys good, and then I'm just going to add a teeny bit of glue along here. Don't need a lot. Because like I said, I'm not sure if I want to sew it or what. So it's going to go in this page. I wonder if I should stitch it all the way around now. Did I do it with my last one? I did say I did. Well, not all the way around on 3 sides, so you can't see it too well on this one. I did a zigzag stitch. The glue will hold it really nice. It's just if I want that look or not. It's up to me, like if I want to do that. And that is where I'm kind of not sure yet. But the good thing is that even if I glue it down to this page, I can totally pull it out later and stitch it. So maybe I'll just do that. Leave it for now and decide later. Because this one is the printed page of the vintage look, I'm going to ink my edges because there's white on them and I don't like that. I don't want it too darkly inked, but enough to cover up that white, fresh ripped paper in there. It's nice that these papers are they stay the same color when you rip into them, right? So that's really nice. The tea dyed or the onion dyed papers. Add a little agent in my corner, which I love to do. This is fun. think I'll glue it down for now. And then I will decide if I want to sew it later on. I'm only going to glue down the back on the 3 sides. And then have that next page done. So that'll be, what, 3 pages? That took a long time, but that's okay. So my pocket will be, I could go right up to wherever I want to comfortably. That's the nice thing about being able to pull each page out. Okay. I'm super happy with this. I can throw in another piece of paper. Throw that one in here. I'm going to rip it, my edges off again because I don't like that hole. It makes it too modern. And there we go. Rip it, cut it. I'm doing with my paper. I'm not going to have a lack of room for writing anything in here. That's going to look really nice to be able to put tags and writing cards or anything like that in there. It's going to be super nice. So that one's going to go back in. I'll give it a little bit of a I like that, how it looks. Looking good. Well, it is a little harder to slime back in, so I'm just going to, again, pull this apart, which takes a second to throw it back on, though. And there we go. So I like using this elastic thing to kind of hold it together and figure out what I want to do next. So that's so far how it's looking. My little flip here. And I did have a piece of paper in here. I think I moved it to here, yeah. To my belly band. Leave a few more pages for writing or decorating. I have my little tuck here, a little mini belly band here now, and my next pocket that I made. So that's super cool. Super cute. Now, I can just leave this. I can add whatever I want to that. Love the stains on this. This is my homemade stencil. Where did I put that guy? Right down here. When I was drying with the coffee, I light it on there. So, laid it on there, and it looks so cute. And that's the stencil I added to the back here too, to make it look aged like that. Now, what should we do? I have this all opened. I don't want to open and close this ink pad like 100 times, so I didn't know. The other one I did was this type. I don't know. It's different. It's got rounded edges. It doesn't have to have rounded edges. And it's got these little flips here. So you can add more stuff to it, I suppose. It's more room to fill it. There's also this one I cut out of I think it was the coffee lid, and I saw this one made. So now I have to determine what do I want to do. I might have to, oh, what do I do, guys? Do I want to continue in a pattern of pockets? Do I maybe just want to do another belly band? Oh, the decisions. I might just do another corner pocket. I really love that. So I got a few pages left. This, I just want to make sure that I'm leaving some just space too. Maybe I will go here. I don't want to do too many. So maybe I'll do a little pocket here. Another one. I could do right across pocket too. I could do that. Let's do that. Pull this one out and pull it out right a bit here, and then I'm going to pull this out so I know where my page is. I'm going to pull this out right here. Put this here because I don't know if I want a uniform pocket all the time. I don't know what I want. So this is going to be my page. I put the pocket on. I'm going to put this to the side. This is my size, so I'm just going to use this so I don't damage that page there. I can use this as these are my extra pages I'm using to make the pockets and belly bands and whatnot. My guidance here. How far up do we want this pocket? We could do, we could just do like a middle page pocket. That could be cute. Or even like one of these. I like that. Okay, I think I'm gonna play with that idea. Can I get this little piece that's just bugging me? It's a little too loopy there. I'm thinking I'm just going to go and fold this up and make a little pocket and a tuck. And I'm going to tear this a bit more. It was kind of not to my liking anyway. Oh, well, come on, make it straight. And then tear the bottom one a bit. My little tuck. Yeah, I don't want it too uniform. I want it kind of different looks on each page. Then I might have to stop where I'm at, and I might have to reconsider what am I doing because I don't know. I just know that I want to have lots of stuff that be able to put in there, lots of goodies. And does that look straight to you guys? As straight as crooked ripped paper looks. Just a little tuck, nothing fancy. Could be a little notebook or something I throw in there. Now I'm going to make my edges a bit, or my inside a bit grungy. I'm going to bend it and just kind of add some shading to it. I like it. And I'm going to ink up my edges a bit in here. Grungy up my paper. This is going to take forever. 21 pages. At least I am leaving quite a few pages in between too, because I'm realizing I can't do every page and fill up every page. It'll be so bulky, and you need to have room for writing and doing whatever you want on there, right? Like whatever, whoever gets it, if I keep it or whatever. And then I'm going to kind of crinkle this like this and add a little. There we go. I'm going to use, this is my sample page. And I'm going to use cardstock, back it up with, backed up, cards, this stuff with backed up cardstock to make tags or whatever too. I'm not sure. Kind of want it a little lower. The markings are great on there. And nice thing about this glue is I get to kind of maneuver it just a touch with the paper, and it's still a little bit, I can move it a bit like that. Okay. Very cute. This book is going to turn out really cute, I think. I'm really happy with that so far. And that will be my next page. If I kind of, maybe next time plan, I don't know if I want to plan ahead of time. I'm just kind of going with the feel of each page, so I don't know. But it might go faster if I do have a plan for each, what pockets I want to do, what tucks, nooks, whatever you want to call them. And that is the next lovely page. Okay. I tore this one a bit. Looks kind of nice though. Hopefully it stays and looks very vintagey. Whoa, throwing my... I just decided I want to ink this up a bit right here. I'm looking at this quite a bit. It's looking too clean. Okay. There. So that's, I might ink up more edges, but I just like us looking at that. I'm like, yeah, that's too clean. So that's that one. That one. Cute spaces here. There's so much stamping I could do on it too. And if I don't put the pages in, it's going to be so easy to pull them out and do a nice stamp if I want to do a stamping on them and stuff. So I like that idea. So I don't want to sew them in right away because I just don't know. This could be a process that takes some time. Or one day it could be just like, bang, do it all. Maybe I could use some of these tissues to make a pocket. That would be nice. Now that's that. That's that one. Now maybe I'll look at using the tissue rice papery thing that I have made for something. Let's see. Now that I'm talking about it. I don't have any appropriate papers for it. But I do have this one that I did tear off over here. Nice. I thought this would look like a really cute belly band. I might have to do that. I like that idea. You know what? I'm going to do it just for this one because it just looks really nice across the papers I have here. The print. All right. Okay. I really like this lighter flower. So do I want the darker flower? The lighter flower. Trying to feel where I want. I want to go as close to the edge as I can. I want to glue it to the edge. Use the full paper here. I don't even have to pull this one out. I might tear a little bit on this side because when I pushed it on the plastic piece, I did push the glue brush, and it's got a little bit of texture there that's like might stick out in the book a tad, or just might feel weird. So I'll just tear that texture off because we don't need that. Now it's going to be nice and smooth. And I like it. Okay. We'll see how this one works because this is, well, the paper napkin and glue faux rice paper that people have made. I did that. I did that. So that'll be my belly band here. I think that's cute. I think it just goes really nice with the foliage. That is going to be super pretty. And that is going to be a super pretty one. Like, the back of this is smooth as well, so the front is rougher. Let's see if I can find another one to show you. I got layers of stuff. I just grabbed some from somewhere. Where did I grab them? Anyways, the front is nice and matte, and the back is shiny. So the paper should slip in and out of there pretty easily when I add the paper. So I'm just going to add this just to show you guys. I don't know if I want line paper in there. I'm not sure what I would want in that one. I'm just going to rip this while I have this here, because this is like, tear me or cut. Oh, you know what? I might just cut this one. Could use my chopper, but for one little piece of paper, I'm mostly tearing everything, so I think it'll be good. But it might not be straight. But I do not like the edges being on there. The circles. Just doesn't even scream vintage to me or anything like that. Okay. There's so many ideas that can just get put in here. This one could just be a long one too. A longer note. Folded in different ways. I'll just do it this way. Because these folded edges there. But there, isn't that pretty? Now that I got the glue off the edges, that is quite pretty. So I think that's going to stay like that. Pocket, a few pages spared, and a belly band again. I think that looks so pretty. Okay. What was I going to put there? I can't remember. I was talking and I'm like, oh, maybe I'll put a belly band. Maybe another corner pocket. I do not know. This is the inside of one of the plies of the paper napkins, and I think it looks so nice. Really like that. Well, I could totally take that out and ink it, but I think I'll just not mind inking it right in here. I don't care if I get ink on the paper a little bit. But I want to get some of the creases here too. That's where the little brush, makeup brush, would come in handy. If I picked up one just for inking, I could kind of swirl it into my ink pad and just... This is so nice, so I don't have to have it inside. I can flip my book any way I want. Make it how I want. Sometimes I get so like I want to get pages and I want to get that part done, but then after it's harder to work on individually pages when they're all stuck. So yeah, see that's the debris I don't want. So I'm going to get myself one of those makeup brushes. I don't know why I didn't pick one up yet. Keep going to the dollar store. Picking up my craft supplies for work. And do I remember to pick up a brush for myself? No. Okay. I like that. I just had to ink it up a little bit. And I'm just playing around here. I don't need to be inking up all the pages in front of you guys. I'm sorry. Boring. Alright. Belly band, which I'm really happy with. I could add more ink if I want to. Anyway. I love this, love this. I'm getting to where? Where am I getting to? How far are we in here? Where's my center? Right here. Halfway through. That's not bad. Almost. A few more pages. I could put one of these pockets in here. I did do a corner pocket here. Maybe I will do... Maybe I'll do another one. Where is my example? This is the page I need to keep kind of my guide of where, if I decide to put a pocket or something, this is where I'm measuring from. Okay, so we are going to make a square or a rectangle. What is this person doing? This person's trying to make a pocket. I do like the ones that go into the corners more than the ones on the outside corner. I don't know if it fills up my spine more. Now that I'm thinking about it out loud, what am I doing? I don't know. I'm just playing around with a shape here. That's the nice thing about this. But thinking about this, No. Why can't I fold? Fold. Okay. Is it time to stop because I can't fold? Trying to match it up here. This is not exactly. If I do this, a big one, how would that look? Let's just try it out. I'll do it teeny shorter than what I folded here. This is just playing around, so. Okay. Sorry, guys, for the string. My husband calling Cora. Oh, boy. That looks nice. So I want to do it on this page. I could also do it this way. That's what I'm wondering. Should I do one this way? I think I should. Why not? Okay. So we're going to match. We're going to do it totally against the way I normally do it. Why? Because I think it'll look neat. So I'm going to... I want to tear it a bit. I don't have much space to tear. I should have. If I just fold it right over here, I could even just grab my scissors and wreck it here. This one I think I could tear. It's a little longer, a little bit more space. And this one, I'm just gonna pinch tear. This is the process basically when we're all alone, and this is how we're doing it. Not super entertaining. Okay. I like it. I pull this out. I don't want to. I'm getting to my halfway point, so my elastic might be getting a little snug on there. I think I will stop at my halfway point here too, because I have to think. I could continue off stream. It's one of those things that I have to think about. If I had more people on, it's a Sunday, I suppose people are not really on. I'd have more, like, people yelling out, tell me what they maybe think I should do, and maybe I could try it if I decided that I like the look. Give me more ideas. But that's my bad for not like, hey, I'm streaming at this time. So that's my bad, really. All right, I'm gonna fold this up a bit and cause a little mischief in here. I might even add more to this one because it's so big that adding another little pocket in there, a little tuck, is cute. So I'm going to add this, and then I'm probably going to add another little tuck. Look at all this mess. So that's what I'll do. And I'll use like some tea-dyed paper, or I keep saying tea-dyed, but it's onion-dyed. And have another color, visual texture. And I'm trying to find something a little bit more of a different tone, maybe too. because I got a lot of green happening on this page. A lot of texture happening on this page. See, the nice thing is I could kind of move it around too, and I could take it out. Okay. Nice little tuck, and then I'm going to grab oops, that one fell again. Okay. Kind of a rosy color paper. And add it's not straight. Why do I do this to myself? Can we see? Yes. Not straight, but it would do. It's got a bit of a rosy color to it, so I like it. I'm going to put it in here, and then this will be another spot to write on. Kind of like this side sticking up. It's got a bit of a, not a rough edge, so I'll rough it up. Only because, use the edge of my paper. I'm going to fold it up the corner, but that's okay. I don't want to tear it because it's got such a nice little rosy lip to it from the onion dye. Oh, I just like it. So I'm going to leave it. Age my paper up a bit. Okay, going right there. If I put it, because this angle's not really like straight, if I put it right there, it kind of looks cool because it's straight here more or less. It gives it a neat visual thing. So I'm going to do that. I don't want it straight to that. I like that. I'm going to do that. Just do the corner, so then it's another little tuck. Then we are halfway, I believe. And I think then I am happy to what I have so far completed. And I have not done an hour or almost 2 hour stream in such a long time. I just don't want, I want people to be able to enjoy watching. And if I make them too long, no one's going to want to watch it. I feel like I got some good stuff in here. So how's that? I like it. I like it a lot. Oh, I like this. Like, I can't believe the differences. I'm going to try more dyes, like avocado dyes and spinach dyes and that. Look at that. Can you guys see that rosiness? I hope so. See, sometimes I want to rip it. Sometimes I want to cut it. I don't think I cut it too straight, so without the chopper. Chopper dewey. Smacked my camera. Yay. Not what we want to do. There you go. Oh, that side. No, it went under. It's not gonna work. Determined to stay there, you blasted thing. Hole punch. Okay. I believe this one's got a little spiny skin stuck to it. And sometimes I was like trying to scratch them off, but some of them just want to stay on. I really like that rosy purpley color. So I'm gonna purposely put this right here. Yeah, I really want that sticking out. Oh, well, it's right there. I know I like it sticking up. I didn't do this very straight. I just love that color. This is my halfway point. Oh, it's lying. That wasn't too bad. Just for adding pockets and tucks and stuff like that. So that wasn't too bad. And that's what we have so far. I'm totally going to be leaving my signature untouched. My middle signature. I just think that's great. And that piece of paper did fall off eventually here. And let's give it a little whirl here. See what we have. My first pocket, which I did have a piece of paper in the end, I took it out. What did I do with it? I think I'll throw in just for the heck of it, I'm going to throw in, I'm going to tear this up a bit here. Piece of tissue paper that I have made. Kind of like that. I might have to throw something back of that. So what am I going to do? I'm just like, they're getting tossed around here. I have all this mess to clean up. Just throwing something together, guys. I really like these edges. But they're so straight. That's okay. I'll just use them for my top edges maybe a bit. It's just got such pretty pink hues. This has been so fun making these papers, and I'm just throwing them around. And I really enjoyed before I tear the bottom, I just thought of an idea. Maybe I'll just fold this over a bit like that. Just causing a little distraction here, mess. Little mess. Do I want that up here? Nope. Throwing that together really fast. But there we go. Isn't that cute? Find my that's the paper napkin, book paper, and my paper. And I have pop-up thingy. Okay, I think I'm going to stop after this here, and hopefully people will want to watch this. I'm sorry, guys, if it was a little on the boring side. It's kind of like the thinking on my feet type of thing, and I just knew I wanted to work on some signatures, throw them together. I mean, you could speed through what you like, but hopefully I give you a little inspiration, and I will be back. I'm going to try, like I said, to figure out how I can schedule so then people will actually be on. That would be nice for people, and have someone to talk to. That would be nice. Okay. Super nice, right? I think so. I'm really looking forward to doing some themed journals to say TV series, or like just themed, and having some nice decor with that in the future. But this right now is just going to be my basic, I think, journal. So I like this. Now I can stick that in there. That's the opening, the beginning of my journal. Even like a little piece of tissue like this over top would be nice too. I can actually glue that in. I like that. I think I'll add that because this is super cute. And this is just a piece of paper napkin. And I will see these little scraps too, but they are helpful. All right. This is the end from that pocket, or that belly band I did. Tore off a bit of an end. And I just love that touch of color. Make sure, squish it down and make sure no glue seeps out. That looks gorgeous. I'm going to add a little bit more ink into this edge here. My bad for not doing that in the beginning. But take more time to go these edges. Anyways, that's the first. So this is it. This is what I'm going to do. I'll show you guys this. Of course, when I get the signatures, this is just holding it temporarily. If anyone's reaching in now. I used it to hold it all together to tear my pages. I'm using it to help me hold my pages together so I know where I'm at. I'm not losing my pages. And this is so far how it's going to look. My homemade collage cover. And this is so far the first half of my journal. So I'm just going to go through it a little bit. Here's the first pocket. We have now today put a flip in here. I'm holding it kind of firm into the thing because it's not sewn. My first belly band. The nice thing about not being sewn, like I said, is I could take pages out and stamp really close to my corners or whatever if I decide that's what I want to do. A few writing pages. A cute little tuck in here. So I got a tuck in here, and you know, and in here I have a teeny belly band. Just gonna throw something in here to show you. So that's gonna be nice, right? Cute. I think so. I'm just gonna tear this down, just to maybe keep it in there. Maybe keep it in there for now. It could be just a little page that I put something there, so then it could be written on, or it could just be decor, whatever. Anyways, that's that. My pockets here. Very nice. I like that. My tissue paper napkin thing, my little pocket here. I'm just going through it all here for you guys. Whoever jumped in maybe later. This is a tuck here and a tuck here. Like, oh, this is I didn't glue the bottom. Do I want to glue the bottom? Hey, it's a little sideways belly band. Maybe I'll leave it. I forgot to put glue across the bottom, but I kind of like that. Happy accents. There, yeah. Good. Like happy accents and mixed media. Anyway, I like that. Maybe I'll leave that. That's that one. And so we did half the book, 21 pages. We did half the book. Belly band here, love it. My favorite one so far. I think it's just so pretty. Few pages, and then we did this big pocket here and this little pocket here we did, and then this flip so we have more writing. Like it a lot. I like it a lot. And I think, was that it? I think that was it. Then we're in the center. Am I right? Is that it? We're in the center of the book. So that's half done, leaving enough pages in between so we don't get too, add things or whatever, too thick. And I'm happy with that right now. So I think the next video we'll have to work on the second half, or next stream. And then from there, see if we want to stitch anything up, because I could take everything apart. I could still add the stitches across. I could still add stitches to my paper. So right now I'm trying to breathe, right? Enjoy the process and think things through and see where I really want to go with some of these. So, yeah, I think the last thing I did was just like, I want to know what I'm going to stick in here. And I kind of made this, right? So that's kind of cute. Using all these stained papers and stuff. So, yeah. Embellishing all this other stuff can happen later too. I just really want to get my top pockets and tucks done. And then what can I add to it, stitching or whatever. And by that time, I mean, everything's going to be super dry. And, yeah. We can also work on our tags and cards and stuff like that to write. So I like it. Thanks for joining me. I think I'm going to end it right here. It's at the 2-hour mark. I hope you guys like this video. And thanks again for watching, guys. Bye for now.